Have you ever noticed that people seem to lose their accent when they sing? But that's our topic today. Well, I'm quite sure that you wondered at least once why so many singers, Irish, British, not even English speaking singers, when they sing they have an American accent, but they don't when they speak normally. So I found an article written by David Crystal. For those of you who don't know David Crystal, he's probably the best linguistic nowadays. He states that there are two reasons. The first one is a phonetic reason. When you sing, the features of your original accent change, such as intonation, because intonation is the melody of your speaking, but also the rhythm in which you speak and the vowel length. An example of this is if you try to make a person who talks with a London accent to sing determined songs in his accent, for example. And sometimes it's really difficult because this person is not going to be able to sustain the length of some vowels during the song. Although this doesn't have to be like this always, because different accents have different norms, different patterns, different rates of articulation, for example, and all that. So it depends on the accent, obviously. In fact, even though some singers have an American-ish accent, they still retain some particularities of their original accent. The second reason is a social one. Singers want to drop their original accent to sound more fashionable, but this doesn't only happen in the music. For example, when somebody from the countryside wants to go to the capital and then they feel a bit like if they were a fool, if they were stupid or something, and they try to change their accent to sound more fashionable as well. And David Crystal states that this has been happening from the early days of rock and roll. Singers everywhere wanted to sound like Elvis Presley, Bill Haley, etc. And a kind of mixture of accents came up. But as I said before, it's not impossible to retain some of the particularities of your accent. And nowadays there are signs of music returning to the dialect roots. Even Paul McCartney said once that the Beatles did experiment at the beginning with an American accent, but they decided against it because they decided that they sound ridiculous. The thing is that there are some features that are more noticeable than others, and if you're not an English speaker and you want a tip to help distinguish them, here it goes. Listen to the R sound when it goes after a vowel, or the glottal stops. Is that really helpful to distinguish an accent? No, I don't know if it's helpful to distinguish an accent from the other, but it's really helpful to distinguish if the singer is an American or not. Listen, for example, to Snow Patrol or Ed Sheeran, and you'll notice the difference. This has been everything for today. I hope you enjoyed it, you learned something new, and I hope to see you again in another video. Ciao!